Salute, all my generals, all my lions, all my real men, all my queens, all my princesses, all my lionesses. Y'all already know what it is. It's Lions and Men. Let's get it. Hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe. Y'all already know how it is. Let's get into it, baby. This again takes place in C95. So, this isn't nothing gang related. This isn't nothing. It is violent, but it's not even like some. Let me just get into the story so y'all can figure out, y'all understand what I'm talking about. All right, so there was this individual in 95, right? And he was buying a lot of stuff. He was buying a lot of drugs, basically. And he had a bad gambling habit. So he was playing a lot of poker. So this is what dudes do, right? When they put themselves in a position where they know that they done put themselves and dug themselves into a hole in every sense of the word. What they do is they pull a stunt. By pulling the stunt, I mean pulling the stunt. They do something to get themselves out of that housing unit. So this is what this dude did. Early in the morning on Regis is when you have an opportunity to basically get a razor and shave. And it only lasts, I believe, is like 8 in the morning to like maybe like 10 or 11, something like that. But before lunch comes, all them razors got to be back in the bubble. So, son got up early in the morning, brushed his teeth, washed his face, got the razor, he started shaving. While he's in the bathroom, dude's just watching him break the razor. He's breaking the razor to get the blade out. We call those bubble razors. Like people would, in my era, and they still do it now, will break the razor, take the razor out, and then put like some form of like aluminum in it so it can still look a little bit like shiny. So with the COC, they can't really tell. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the seals don't even really be on point like that. Sometimes you just give them the whole razor back and there ain't even no razor in it. Be like, yo, hey, look, and just throw it in the bucket. And they don't know. So he didn't do that though. He broke the razor, took the razor out, and the CO sees him. He literally walks in on him, right? Miss Jackson, or Mr. Jackson, let's say. So Mr. Jackson walks in on him, and he's like, yo, what the you doing? He's like, you gonna see right now. Broke the razor. He's like, yo, what the hell are you doing? You let me get that. He started cutting himself in front of the police. Bang, 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 all on his arm, bro. Bang. He's like, yo, he just kept cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting. He's like, yo, stop. What you doing? What you doing? And then he put the razor in his other hand and started cutting his other arm. Bang, 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 bang. He was just slicing his arm up, bro. Like literally slicing his arm up. And the CEO's like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, yo, I can't stay in this house. The police had to spray him. Because they all got their own little spray can on them. Yo, he had to spray the dude to stop him from cutting himself. Think about the mental, like the dog. He, come to find out, he didn't even owe that much money, bro. But it's prison. You know what I'm saying? So, $50 debt might as well be a $5,000 debt because it's prison. So, because he owed $50 that he couldn't pay. He cut his arms up, bro. Both of them, leaking crazy, yo. I was a porter. I was a porter. I was a porter when I was in 76 at one point, right? And it was a similar situation. And when I heard him saying that, I'm like, damn, it made me catch a flashback. Because I had to clean up all the blood. I was a porter, and I used to take care of the bathroom. I used to always want to, like, take the bathroom detail because the bathrooms, it is the dirtiest spot, but at the same time, I wanted to be the cleanest spot because this is what I use. I take showers every day, and I mean, I gotta use the bathroom. I don't want to be no dirty ass bathroom. So I used to take charge of the bathroom, and I used to always keep the shit spotless. But I remember that day, not that some dude cut himself up too, and it was wild blood on the floor, and I had to go in there. And back when I was there, it's during COVID, so we didn't even have a lot of the proper stuff. Like, they just opened up the building. It was crazy. So this individual basically did the same thing, but a little bit more extreme, because he was cutting both his arms up. According to Mr. Jackson, he cut himself 10 times on one arm and like 6 times on the other arm before he sprayed them. And dude ended up leaving. Obviously he had to go to the infirmary, get stitched up, and they never saw him again. He did that to avoid paying a debt, bro, because he thought dudes was gonna take his head off. He was so scared of what was gonna happen to him that he took it upon himself to physically harm himself, and in a crazy way. Like, he cut his arms up. That's crazy, right? That just goes to show you the mindset of certain individuals that's in prison, especially when they owe money or they scared and they want to leave. This is what they do. They pull stunts in every sense of the word. They try to get up out that house any way they can, and they don't want to literally just go to the CO and say, yo, I can't live here. That's basically like, sometimes we give dudes that option. You know what I mean? Like, you owe Brad, I know you can't pay me. I know you broke now too. I'm like, yo, listen, go to the bubble, tell the CO you can't stay here, and get the fuck up out the house. That's literally what I do. You know what I mean? I know, excuse me. Apologize for that. I know that's nasty, but I got the sniffles. But yeah, so that's literally what people do, or what I would do in that situation, which I have done. I've done it a couple of times where, like, son, either he was an op or you know, I don't want to. It got to a certain point where I'm like, yo, I wasn't trying to catch no more charges. You feel me? So if I had somebody in my house, let's say it was a blood during the Blood King War, and he come to my crib, and I'm like, yo, I was already, like, the last time I was on the island. Not the last time I was on the island, but the last time I was at adolescence. You know, I was back on the island for a cutting that I caught in Bronx Supreme Court. Real talk. I lit somebody all the way up. Me and my son City. Salute the city. So, I wasn't trying to catch no more check cases. So if a homie came to my crib, I back him down. That'll be like one of the only times where I back him down and I won't use it. But if he move and he going, you know what I mean, I'm gonna use it. So I'll back him down, show them the shank, or whatever it is that I got. I'm like, yo, listen, go to the bubble and tell them CEO that you can't stay here. Because if you stay here, by the time I come back, I mean, there's going to be some smoke. And with that smoke, there's going to be a whole lot of fire. So, and I'll spin. I'll break out. Next thing you know, you be seeing dudes on the bubble like, yo, CEO, I can't live here. Y'all laugh at it, but it was just a mindset, man. I'm not that type of person. Like I said, and check out my shorts. I mean, my food for thought / Snapple facts. I learned to think for others. You know, it got to the point where I'm like, I used to come across bozos, and I know he a bozo, and he acting like a bozo, but he acting like he tough. But I know that he ain't tough. I'm like, yo, this dude, I'm about to smoke his boots so I could get his boots smoked by one of my twins. And I'm like, you know what? Let me think for him. Because he doesn't realize the situation or position that he's putting himself in. He really doesn't. Because he's stupid. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to risk my freedom going to the box over no bozo or a crash dummy. Like, because I've been there and done that. So I'm like, nah, I'll use another tactic. You feel me? And I'll just think for his stupid ass. And I'll be like, yo, listen, you know what? Apologize again. You know what? Go to the bubble. Tell him you can't live here, bro. And if you're still here when I come back, it's going to be some problems. And I'll spin on dudes. Dudes will ask about me. I did this in Wyoming. I did this in Franklin. I did this in damn near every jail I was at except for Clinton. Clinton and Attica I never had. Like, it's crazy. The maxes is different. Like, I had situations, but it's like, for some reason, I'm not going to lie, the mediums that I was at was more popping than the maxes I was at. And I believe the reason being is because there was a lot of young boys in the mediums I was at. And I was in the wildest mediums in New York State. Wyoming, shirt tops green, no matter what you hear anybody say. Green Correctional Facility was a crazy jail because that's where all the adolescents go. And Wyoming is even crazier because it's way bigger. It's way bigger, and it's right across the street from Attica. So you got dudes just leaving the max. And Green, it's close to Kaksaki. So I get it. Like, listen, but Green ain't got shit on Wyoming. So anyway, that's what I got for y'all for today. And I got another one for y'all, which is crazy, and it's official, and it takes place in C73, and we're gonna get into that one tomorrow. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's LIONS&MEN. Hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe. Instagram is Lions__men. Let's go. Boom.